good evening, and welcome to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture, with a whole lot more than petroleum going on nowadays. We're going to implement the advanced industry here. Yes, we should have all the things required. We have a mechanical components factory, making mechanical components. We have a warehouse connecting the mechanical components factory to the electronics assembly hall. They need plastics and electrical components. We have a fabric factory smack in the middle of it here. And we have plastics. We have a little warehouse for plastics. We have electrical components factory. The electrical components factory already has all the things that they require. So I think that if we only add a bit of staffing here, a little bit of staffing, and it should be on its way, I'd imagine. 60 workers, sure, whatever, something to start with. How the game mechanics works nowadays with the electronics getting more and more difficult to make, it's just ridiculous. It's a bit too much, I think, but never mind. So we'll soon get electrical components, I think. Yes, we'll get electrical components. We are getting electrical components as we speak. So, and I have this distribution office, which is assigned or dedicated, should be dedicated to distribution regarding electronics making, sort of. So, a cover hull, Brazilian Scanias, they're great. So, you go there, where you load on electrical components, and you unload those at the electronics assembly hall. Unload electrical components for now. You also, they need plastics too, right? You're missing electrical components and plastics, yeah. So you also go there, where you load plastics, which you also unload at the electronics assembly hall. Okay. Yes. Do we have workers in here? No. We could bring a few workers in, maybe. See what if they get up to something. So this could be clothing things then. Clothing distribution, something there like that. Yeah, and here too we'll have cover hull, Brazilian Scanias. Now, you get your crops from in there, but you do not empty them out, preferably. And you unload it there, since this will be also used for food eventually. Problem is only that this is so goddamn huge. This won't work for the moment. Since 10% is 6,000 tons and we don't have 6,000 tons. Okay, put it down to nothing for now and remember to change that eventually. You're only missing crops to get going. That's good. Don't think that we need to bother with this quite yet. You're missing chemicals. Yes, you are. That's correct. We have a thing for that, you see. You also unload at the electrical components factory. You unload chemicals, and you get those from here, I believe. Yes, you do. So when this truck gets done with its delivery, electrical components factory, 30%, no, keep them topped up. Are you going to use 1.8 tons of chemicals per day? Damn it. That's a lot. That is a bit. Whatever. Okay, we're making plastics. We're making electrical components. As soon as they'll have something enough in the export thing here, so that this distribution office will feel it necessary or that's apparently enough. Feel it justified to bring a truck out to load them. They will get them over to here, where all they're missing is electrical components. So not far from now, we'll have made our own first radio and or television or whatever it will be. That's not too bad, right? No. See? Here it comes. Here it comes. 1 ton of electrical components. I only have 20 workers in here. Yeah, well, that will do for the moment. Maybe it's a bit of it will be a little bit of a balancing act, I think, to get all of this in some sort of balance. It will never be perfectly balanced, but we might be able to achieve some sort of balance to it. Yes. Yeah, and over there, all those road construction signs, that is the farms that they're working on. Or the roads for the farms. I don't think that we've actually come around to building a single farm yet. We're still laying down roads. And maybe if the winter and the snow doesn't slow us down too much, could actually be in a situation where we could be plowing those fields. You played this track already? Maybe. We could be in a position where we could plow those fields come spring. Really? You think so? I'm not sure. We'll see. For now, though, we're making electronics. Fantastic. And our electronics are not ending up in the warehouse quite yet. We made 560 kilograms of them. 560 kilograms of radio and televisions. That's a lot. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Okay, that's all good. Should we start making this? So you have crops now. Okay, well we can start weaving a bit of fabric then. The clothing factory I don't think will be here because this is now a bit much. Depends, by the way. Here? Maybe, yeah, wait a minute now here. Can we do something about the terrain? The clothing factory may be small, but it is not that tiny. See, it can't be built due to infrastructure. Now it can. There's no way we're getting a warehouse or anything of the sorts in here though, but that's okay. So we have clothing factory also within the reach of these. I think that we need a warehouse to put the clothes in when they're done too. It would be nice to have it as a passive hookup directly to the factory, but we can't. So we'll put it out here. Warehouse. On a dirt road. Sure, on a dirt road. Did that have electricity? Yes, it does. There's a substation right there, so it's all good. That's where we put clothes when we've gotten the clothing factory up. Yes. Okay, are all these things now? Yeah, you're making fabric, weaving away. One worker is weaving. Or perhaps waving about. Oh, great. Great. Now, there is still quite a lot of work to do to actually distribute these things, these products out to the people and so on. But we'll get around to it. For now we're making them, which is a start. I have to say. Also, does it need to look this barren around here? No, we plant some pine trees. And it will be much lovelier. Much more lovelier indeed. There we go. There will maybe be a thick forest here. That maybe is not what is intended. Okay, but plastics factory is running actually very hard. And this is also running at a reasonable pace. What jävlar i havet. There is now a severe... There is not... Oh, got a microphone cable. There is now a severe fire hazard here that I sort of need to take care of rather instantly before the house burns down. There we go. That should be all safe again. Right. Fire hazard and crisis averted. Because we don't have as good fire coverage out here as they do in the Soviet Republic. Also, in the real world, when the house catches fire, and even if the fire brigade comes and manages to put the fire out, the building will probably be quite ruined. I wouldn't want that to happen. So I excuse the interruption. And such is it. Yes. Yeah, all of these things are working. Slowly, but they're working, and we could increase productivity quite a bit by just increasing the number of workers here. I think we should. These things are difficult to make. Yeah, they are. We could probably stand a bit fancy road connecting this. Yeah, I'll get around to paving that eventually. No engineers and workers. Okay. Why not? Most likely because they find work at the different places nowadays rather than doing this. But that's okay. We don't need this uranium conversion plant and your nuclear fuel. It doesn't really bring that much. It's cool to have this boat filled with the stuff, but it doesn't pay enough compared to the fossil fuels and the petroleum products that we have. Speaking of which, there is now a tanker filled with 19,249 tons of fuel heading for the west. That will bring us $134,809,072. Yeah, it's funny this. If you look at now that the different currencies in the game, the rubles and the dollars, they have different inflation rates. But I think as a side effect of this, if we look at current prices on the global market for all time, look at something like aluminium, for example. You can see that there is quite a discrepancy between the dollars and the rubles. Aluminium oxide. Asphalt though is exactly the same price. Bauxite, I see there you can definitely see the difference in inflation between the two currencies. But then for some reason, with products that I actually make and that we export and so on, no difference in inflation or difference in price. Difference in inflation, the inflation ought to be the same in either case, yeah, but for some reason the bitumen must be extremely cheap on the ruble market then. And same thing goes with the fuel. Food. Fabric. You see, power, plastics. Yeah, so if you, yeah, it does not maybe make all the sense in the world, but it will do. In all time, we have had 20,405 reported crimes. And there we can see where the crime spiral sort of started getting out of control and where I had to reset it. Court could not issue a verdict. None. That's good. Right. That means that the advanced industry is now up and running. I think. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's fantastic. Plenty of advanced industry going on. Making electronics, fabric maybe isn't that advanced, but we're making it. Good. So you'll take fabric out of here and put that into the clothing factory one day. And then again, I need to rearrange the whole goddamn distribution thing for everything. Because right now it's... this harbor is used for importing food. One boat for meat and 2 boats for food. Yes. I will be quite a bother to change around all these things. Also, we do maybe have quite a bit of both clothing and electronics in stock. And another 350 tons of electronics on the ship. Yeah. I wonder if we'll have time to get this up and running, especially the food, before we run out of rubles. Otherwise we'll send them to the west and buy it from them. Let's just go and have a quick check on how it is going out here with the farms and assign a bit of construction officers to do some work. You can do all of this now. Great. Still plenty of stuff that they can't do. But here too we can start them working on lots of stuff. Great. Are you doing okay? Yeah, you're doing okay. So maybe if the snow doesn't slow us down too much, we might just stand a chance to get this stuff, to get these fields sown next spring. I will see. But that will be that, I think. Do we have a sunset over the thing? I was going to end by going out to the coal extraction thing, because that has been changed around a bit. I now have 4 coal ore processing plants, and if we also take this overlay tool, always show it and look at the productivity and how it is going. They're not all running at 100% for the moment, but the plane just arrived, so we might get 100% out of them. 4 coal ore processors. And we're pumping out, digging out, shoveling out an enormous amount of coal onto ships up to the steel mill. 100%, 95%, 69%, and 80, 100. Very good. That will be that. Yes, it will. Thank you so very much for watching the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture. Now with a whole lot more than just petroleum going for it. Yeah, we'll be self-sufficient on the things that, on the life's necessities, maybe. I know the current amount of fields and so on may not be quite enough for everything that we need to eat and clothe us with. But we'll see. Eat and drink and clothe. Yes. I could set up the food industry and import whatever crops we don't get enough of. That could be done. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll hope that maybe I'll see you in springtime and see where we got on the farms. Yeah, shall we agree to that? Yeah, we agree to that. I agree to that. Good night.